Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano. So today we're going to be talking about the BlackBerry Key 1 right here that I do have. And this is a really solid phone. Even in 4 years later from 2017, this is an extremely solid phone, and I can't emphasize that enough. But do me a quick favor. If you're brand new to the channel, consider subscribing and joining the crew. But if you're already a part of the crew, so today we're going to be talking about the top reasons that you should be picking up a BlackBerry Key 1 in 2021 going into 2022, right? It's going to be 2022 in a few months right now, but I did pick up the phone real late, extremely late, right? This device was released 4 years ago, and I always want to get my hands on one, right? But the price was just way too high. I couldn't afford one. But now this device is a little bit older now, and it makes more sense to pick up for the money. So just keep in mind, there's a Canadian version, there's a Japanese version, there's a US and an Indian model. So there's a bunch of different variants, and I actually picked this one up. This was an international model, but it works on T-Mobile and it works on AT&T as well, 4G LTE. All of the bands, everything like that. And I just really can't emphasize how much I enjoy using this device. And we'll get into that in just a moment right now, and I'll tell you all the reasons why I do like it. But man, I've just been enjoying this thing, and I find it really hard to take out my SIM card from this device and put it in another phone, right? Because we're gonna get into all the reasons why, but do me a favor, make sure you join the crew if you haven't already, and let's just jump right into it. First of all, the battery on this device is extremely good. Number one, it's a 3,500 milliamp hour battery, which means that on a sheet of paper it looks pretty good, right? There's I believe like the Z Flip that came out is like, I think is even smaller than this one, right? But that one has battery issues. This one right here, the battery on here is extremely good, right? So when I say that, I mean at any given point of the day when I'm using this device, I never have to worry about battery anxiety. I never charge this up during the day because it lasts throughout the whole day without any problems whatsoever. So it doesn't matter what I do to it. If I could be watching videos, texting, browsing the web, surfing the web, calls, texts, anything like that, this thing will power through a whole day, 24 hours of use without breaking a sweat, right? You won't even get the thing past 30% in one day. So I really do enjoy the battery life of this device. And that's the first reason why the BlackBerry Key 1 is my daily driver in 2020. Now the second reason is the physical keyboard, right? We get a backlit, touch capacitive, QWERTY keyboard, which is a physical keyboard, right? And I find that I make less mistakes when I'm typing on this device. When I'm text messaging friends and family members and things of that nature, I find that when I'm texting on this device, I make less mistakes, and I'm also able to have more coherent conversations, meaning I can actually verbalize what I'm trying to say through the keys much easier. It's just, I don't know what it is. When I'm trying to text message on a touch keyboard, for some reason, I'm making several mistakes, errors and things of that nature. This one, I don't know what it is. It's that, I do know what it is. It's the fact that these buttons, when you touch them, you get that push feedback, right? So you know what key you touched. You also get that muscle memory. Every time you touch the keyboard, you start to learn the keyboard a lot better. And I just find that this is the best typing experience on any device I've ever used in my entire life. So that's the second reason. Now the third reason is the shortcut key buttons, right? So you get the option to get your keys here on the screen right here. And you can see we get a full QWERTY keyboard, right? From A to Z, right? So any one of the buttons, like I is my Instagram, right? I could just hit that. You could do a short hold on any key or a long hold. So that gives you more than 40 commands of shortcuts that you can choose from, short press or long press, right? So I is Instagram, F is Facebook, Y is YouTube, things of that nature, M is messaging, and even the M is maps for Google, right? So you could get to all your shortcuts on this device with no issues whatsoever. And I missed that when I'm using a touch control keyboard, right? Because you don't get shortcuts or anything like that. You pretty much just got to open the app from the app drawer. Whereas with here, you can just open it from the keys. So it's just something that just really grew on me, and I really do like that feature a lot. Now, another thing that's really cool is that this phone does have a notification light on it, right? So if you get a message, let's say you want to mute your phone, right? You take it out of your pocket and you look at it, you're gonna see the blinking blue light on the top, or it's gonna be red, right? Depending on what the notification is, but you get the notification light. You could silence the phone and still know when you're receiving incoming messages and everything like that. So I just find that extremely useful. Now the next thing is the haptics on this device. It has really good haptics. It has you when you touch the power button, when you touch the back button, when you touch the most recent apps button, everything is really straightforward to use, really easy. You get Android 8.1 on here from 7.1, and I just find that it's extremely smooth most of the time, right? Unless you have a lot of apps open in the background. But like I said before, you know what I mean? The haptics on here, it vibrates really well. The keys feel really nice and everything like that. So nice vibration motor that BlackBerry put on this device. And I just, Onward Mobile is going to be making by the way, do me a quick favor. If you're new to the crew, do me a quick favor. Hit both the like and the subscribe button if you're enjoying the video so far. I truly appreciate that. If you are enjoying the video, I would like to know what you think about the BlackBerry Key 1, also the Classic, the Passport as well, because I do also own those devices. But just to make just to say less, you're gonna get great haptics on this device as well. So another thing that I really like about this device is the screen brightness, right? You never really have to dim it down. Even when it's fully down on the dimmest option, it won't hurt your eyes, and even when it's on the highest option, it's still very comfortable to look at, right? So we're getting a really beautiful display on this device. They use the 1080 by 1620 display with Gorilla Glass, 3 or 4 on here actually, and they do have 434 pixels per inch. So the viewing experience on here, even though it's a small display, is extremely satisfying still today, and I can't stress that or emphasize that enough. Last thing, the seventh thing that I want to emphasize and stress is the keyboard and email and typing. So I did say that the keyboard was crazy, right? But when I'm getting email on this device and texting and typing and just communicating with this device, it feels like I'm using some type of laptop or PD, like you guys remember the Palms from back in the day where they had the keyboard press, or even the Palm Pilot, or even the T-Mobile Sidekick. All of those devices were great. Why? Because they had that touch keyboard. You remember when people were using the BlackBerry keyboards back in the day, how quick and the muscle memory with your thumbs was extremely crazy when you got to use the device and get going with it. You just picked up really fast typing, and I just find that this is the most efficient device when it comes for email and typing. So the eighth reason that I want to jump into is the speakers on here, right? We do get dual speakers, bottom firing speakers on the bottom of here as well. So that's extremely helpful when you're listening to multimedia. The device will turn sideways as well, so you can get a nice landscape option to look at the device as well as in portrait, right? So the speakers do sound pretty satisfying when you're listening to music, listening to podcasts, listening to a video conference call or things of that nature. But this is a solid business phone. And the ninth reason that I do like the BlackBerry Key 1 in 2021 is that no more keyboard phones. This is like, there's no more keyboard phones. They're pretty much extinct at this point. They're trying to kind of rejuvenate them, make them come back. A lot of companies like what's that thing called? The Titan and things of that nature. But that's like the only device that actually has the keyboard. So the physical keyboard is extinct, right? So if you're looking for a physical keyboard experience, this is one going to be. I definitely recommend this for typing and like things like that. You're gonna get you're gonna get used to the typing over time. You're gonna get faster and faster with each keystroke. You're gonna learn the keys, and it's just a really good experience. And the last thing that I do want to talk about this device is that it still works with pretty much 100% of the apps on the Play Store, the Play Market. So you're going to be able to get great app support. It's going to be a really good productivity device for anything, right? Anything for typing and anything for key press, keystrokes. This keyboard is extremely satisfying, and I can't emphasize that enough. But these are my top 10 reasons why I do use the BlackBerry Key 1 as my daily driver in 2021 and going into 2022, right? It's the end of the year right now, so this device is still in my rotation, and I just can't stress how good this device is in 2021 still, and I can see why there are still a lot of BlackBerry fans that use this device. But I'm gonna get right back with you. I just wanted to share my top 10 reasons why I do like the BlackBerry Key 1 in 2021, going into 2022. But if you're new to the crew and you found this video helpful in any way possible, make sure you do support the channel by leaving a comment, hitting the like button, subscribing, and getting notified for more videos just like this. And I'm gonna get right back with you later, group. Peace.